Hey, my name is Thomas, mostly known as TomKick, and I'll be talking with you today about how to climb in ranked. This will be the first of 6 videos in a series about where I talk about League of Legends and many things around the game and aspects out of it to get you guys into a good grip of the season, the meta, how to play, and different stuff. And the first thing, as I mentioned, how do we climb in ranked? Now, the important thing to understand with rank that it's a mental warfare. You need to be strong-minded and willing to play a lot and willing to play right when it's needed. It's not always about how many games you play in a row, but how many games you're actually playing on your 100%, which is the most important thing. Because if you keep on playing just to play, then you might start losing games. What happens if you just keep on playing and you start losing games? You end up tilted. You end up just playing when you're tilted, you're not focused, and then you lose consecutively LP all the time. And that's the worst thing that can happen. And it's one of the most occurred themes of solo queue, where you play where you're tilted and you just lose everything. So the first thing and the most important thing is play when you're 100% focused. When you have done your homework or you're finished with whatever assignments you have to do or any chores you have to do. When everything is done, you have completed everything and you can focus on just the game, that's when you play. That's when you climb your rank because there's so many things happening. Everything always, all the time in the game, there's just too much to keep track of. And you think you're gonna climb by I'll just play a few games, then that's already the first mistake. Another really important thing is the thing about champion pool. Now, some people like to figure out what champion fits them the best. Some people don't even know what main role they have. But if you want to climb in ranked, you need to have one main role. You need to know what that role is. You need to be sure this is my role. And then you need 3 to 4 champions that you master completely. If you start playing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 champions, then you won't really know them and understand them to the full level. So what is really important, if you actually want to climb, you got to pick a few champions and know them super well in and out. So even when you are in quote unquote bad matchup, you can still win it. Because that's the other thing about meta. When you are in low elo, everything from iron to even diamond, even low master, people make a lot of mistakes. So what is important is that if you understand your champion and everything it wants to do and everything it can do, you can win most matchups because people don't play focused. People don't know all the champions to the full extent. If you're an expert, 3 to 4 champions, and you know where to pick them and you have differences of what they want to do and you understand that, then it's super easy to actually win in quote unquote losing matchups, which a lot of people actually don't understand. People always overthink the meta, like, oh, this is the best champion, oh, this is what's really good, so I gotta start playing it. It might be OP, but the problem is most people don't understand why that champion is OP, and you can't play it, and then it feels lackluster, and you start losing games again. So the next thing is just play 3 to 4 champions. 4 is absolute maximum. I would suggest just playing 3 champions and know them really, really well. Another thing that is super important is actually taking breaks. If you are playing consecutively and you want to play on 100%, then you also need to take breaks. Playing 2 to 3 games, okay, let me take a walk, let's get some water, take a toilet break, whatever, then come back. Always take breaks throughout the day. It's super important. And another thing you can do even in this meta, if you are a lower on elo, find a duo partner. Duo queue is very nice. If you're a jungle main, get a top or mid with you. If you are a bot lane main, get a support with you. Whatever it is, find somebody who can help you focus, and you guys can bounce off each other and help think about, okay, these are the things that are important. These are the things we need to know. Then you just automatically start climbing. Now, these sound like pretty simple stuff, not really too many things to remember, not really too many things to overthink, but already if you master these 3 things, then you can start climbing. Because the first problem is that people are not consistent enough. And if you're consistent, that's when you start climbing. People lose because of tilt and loss streaks. But if you take breaks, the moment you lose 1, even 2 games, max 2 games, then you just take a break. Then you take a break for an hour or 2, maybe you do something completely different, and then you come back again. Never play when you've tilted or when you've lost multiple games in a row. Just a really important rule. I hope this will help for your climb in season 13, and then I'll see you for the next video.